there are a number of thank yous that I really have to say with respect to putting this on. And first of all, I'd like to thank the inspirationals. Of course, my wife, Elizabeth Monroe, and Jerry Luton and Reggie Caudell, who have been working with me on this kind of thing for quite a while here, and really wanted to thank them for keeping me sane and trying to make all this happen. Tabitha Mishra, who has been handling all the details and so on, can't thank her enough. And I guess it's okay to say that she has an adult child in the autism spectrum, and has really motivated the interest and as I watch her in trying to chauffeur her daughter around so that she can have some quality of life. That was an enormous inspiration on the motivation of all this, and she needs to be thanked. And Clarence Shutt, I've already mentioned Shutt once. I played golf with Clarence, and he has an adult autism spectrum child that he and his wife Barbara, of course, take care of. And Clarence is also the chief scientist of the nation's largest foundation in research in autism and so on. And heck, I didn't even know. All of a sudden, he starts telling me about it. I mean, the goosebumps just go up and down your spine, as I've said. So really, they need to thank you out there. I like to call these the gate openers. It's really tough to do things because there are gatekeepers all over the place. And it turns out you have to go through the gates. And it's really nice to have some people help you open them as opposed to, I mean, it just drives you nuts. And if anybody here is from Princeton, I noticed Scotia just entered. Notice who I have on the left there. I mean, who would have ever thought that I would be thanking Bob Durkee? I mean, Bob Durkee and I have competed and cooperated in softball for years. What? Bob, yeah, and Bob Durkee is in your class too. He's class of '69, just retired. And Bob Durkee at times, we have just, it was, right, Scotia, but Bob, I reached out to Bob early on when I wanted to do this, to, bring an Ollie on campus. And I basically asked him, who are the gatekeepers? And, how can you help me? And he really did. And so more power to him. Emily Carter, our dean, who's leaving and going to be provost and vice chair at UCLA. She's leaving, I guess, May 31st, but she was very, one little sentence in an email makes a hell of a difference. It's just amazing. And Paolo Benedetti, our dean of research, if we're going to have people and we're going to interview them, that's human subject, whatever. All of a sudden it goes into a whole different territory. It's not like doing proofs and theorems and writing code. I mean, holy mackerel. Poor Cecilia, what she had to do to go through Rutgers, and Pablo was enormously helpful. Saw from the beginning that this was a good thing to try to do here, and without his help, I mean, Molly Marcoux, who is our athletic director, he said, "Hey, we want to run this thing maybe someplace." Yeah. There's no question that she was going to let us use it. the football stadium. How easy would it have been of her to say, my football stadium, you joke? I mean, almost any other university, you're going to use the football stadium for something other than, anyway, and so on. So she deserves enormous recognition. Jeff Graydon, you may have run into Jeff. Jeff is the facilities manager for Molly Marcoux, the athletic facilities. He controls the athletic fields, I mean, with an iron fist. I mean, and he's been nothing but wanting to do this. And without him, geez, we didn't until yesterday have permission to move the ollie. We were just going to do it statically. In fact, you know, those kids from that autism baseball team got a chance to ride on the ollie around the field. How thrilled must they have been yesterday doing that? Holy, we have videos of it, and whatever. And it's just, and without Jeff, it wouldn't happen. Eric Hamlin and Mariana Bogutke are with the university's Office of Conferences, and even though they threw us out of this room yesterday, you know, the tent was supposed to be over there and ended up being right where it should be, and so on, and all that stuff, and whatever, and all that went on. Ronnie Sercar, my chair, Connie Brown, who's the administrator in the Worthy department, and Michael Bino, what would we done without Michael here, you know, deal with all that stuff. Lauren Coleman, Tiffany Kimberly Lipinacci, and Melissa Thomas, and Terry Ziegler are all people that put all this stuff together. So, enormous amount of thanks to them. Villa Rosa, who catered lunches and at my house 2 nights ago. We had a reasonable party at the house, right? Nice welcome reception. It sort of went okay, right? University Food Service, University Printing, did a bunch of this. And of course, all of you, because, you know, this is, even though yesterday, for a large part, it was, you know, pontification from here, the workshops and the workshops today really are for us to work together, work this problem together, and that's all of you, that's really important. And then the sponsors, we had some really good sponsors. Intel, of course, for picking up the tab for 2 nights ago and so on. Very nice of them. And Local Motors for the bringing of the ollie here. It was I begged those guys because they were supposed to do something else with it. And as Steve mentioned yesterday, you know, I was sending out email at one point. Steve, you got to help me. And hey, Steve said absolutely. You know, so power to you, Steve, for not saying, well, I don't think so. So many people can just with it, I don't think so, just bring the whole darn thing absolutely to its knees. Another thing I was talking with Ken Powell about earlier today with respect to what they're doing in Palo Alto in preparation of trying to do some driverless mobility demonstrations there is, again, the grassroots are really important. It's nice to have the leadership of motor vehicles and so on, governors and so on at the top, but at the end, these vehicles are going to travel through neighborhoods. And they're going to be providing mobility to people through your neighborhood. And if you don't want them in your neighborhood, you'll probably throw a Molotov cocktail. It'll be easy for you to, you know, put something in the mechanism and stop it. You know, we see these things in these videos going down, you know, autobahns. That's the easy part. That's the trivial part. That's where you only have to sort of get one person to say, okay. If you go down Cleveland Lane where I live, I have to say, okay. Otherwise, and if I'm not in my backyard person, this stuff doesn't happen. You know, I mean, what are we doing in Edgemere And what's the other street there that runs between 206 and Mercer? You know, they're saying, well, Waze is routing people through my street. We now have to put traffic calming devices so nobody drives down my street. Oh, and they go to the town council meetings and, you know, we're going to put traffic calming things on those two streets so people won't cut through there because Waze is so... What are people going to say when an ollie goes down your street that's carrying, you know, some poor people? Are we as a community going to say, hey, I drive down their street, they should be able to get mobility down my street? So I think these are the nitty-gritties of what ends up, you know, really happening with this. And then, of course, it was real nice to have autonomous stuff bring their vehicle and Falsey bring his, and Bel Air Partners convinced so many of the current auto dealers around here to bring some of their vehicles. We all go down there and talk to them, and then this afternoon, the workshop with respect to what's in showrooms now, we saw from my IHS yesterday, you know,
yeah.
some very, very sobering information. This stuff works, but only sorta. And we gotta get it to work better. And when someone goes down to the showroom, do they really know what they're buying and what they're signing up for? And what's the perception that's being sold to us by Madison Avenue versus what you get when you're there? And how do we improve it so that, you know, the perception is what the actual is in being delivered of what's there now. And of course, Catherine's presentation yesterday with respect to what she's doing with volunteers. I mean, it's uplifting. It's uplifting that, in fact, if you make the request and you make the request properly, and as I think, you know, as the people that I thanked earlier, making the request to them properly for them deciding, yes, I'd rather see the glass half full than the glass half empty. Okay? And what we're trying to do is get as many people who see it as half full as opposed to half empty. There'll always be half something. It'll never be absolutely no doubt boom. I mean, if it's absolutely no doubt boom, it already happened. You know, those things are easy to do. The things that are tough to do are the things that are, I'm not sure, I don't know, but I'm going to go for it. So that's what one has to put together to be able to do all that. So it's, you know, all the others, and Unique Re, it's nice to have you, and NJM also, you know, supporting this from the insurance side. Insurance can lead. Been saying that for some time, haven't I? Insurance can lead and has the opportunity to lead.